I'm Ellen Girardi. I'm one of the principals of lower school at IC Imagine, and I am just here to give you a quick overview of all of the important information you can find about virtual learning in lower school on our school website. So the first thing is to make sure you've navigated to icimagine.org. And when you get there, there's two sections that I just want to highlight for you. So the first one is the 2021 School Reopening Plan section. Here you're going to find the Road to Reopen FAQ document as well as the form to submit an FAQ if you have a question that we haven't answered yet. You'll also be able to find every communication we've sent about the Road to Reopen and our plans as we've moved forward throughout the summer and into this August as we've created new plans and changed plans, and we've tried to update you all along the way. But if you have any communications you want to look back at, you can get to those via the 2021 Reopening Plans link. The other section I wanted to make sure everyone saw and knew all of the things that were here for you is the Virtual Learning at IC Imagine section. So when you click on Virtual Learning at IC Imagine, you're going to get to a page that gives you an overview of Virtual Learning at IC Imagine, and also each school level has their own page. Underneath Virtual Learning at IC Imagine, you're going to have access to the Virtual Learning Attendance Form. This is a super important form that your students are going to become super familiar with. And this is how they're going to do daily attendance. So every day by 9 a.m., they're going to log into this form and submit their attendance. When they do that, it is going to tell their collegiate leader they're present for the day and allow them to be marked present. Your child has to be logged into their IC Imagine email address in order for this to work. So we're recommending that everyone go ahead and try this now before the first day of school so that we can get any kinks worked out as they pop up. So the first thing is that you have to be logged in to your IC Imagine email address so you can see it's already recognizing that I'm Ellen Girardi and I'm already signed in. If I wasn't signed in, it would prompt to have me sign in. It also will recognize your account and ask you to switch accounts if that's not you. So if one child has already logged in and done their attendance, you're going to have to switch accounts and have the other child do their attendance. Since it's linked to their email, they only have to log in, click yes, and submit. So we are trying to make it as easy as possible, but in order for it to be as easy as possible, they do have to be logged into their email. If your child tries to log in and do their attendance, this is a great time for you to find out there's a problem. So if something's going on with their email address, so they try first name, last name, and what they thought their password was, and it's not taking it, or you don't know what their email address is and you're not sure what their password would even be, one of your steps that you could take is to email David Hunsicker at IC Imagine, and he'll help you out. Lower school students should also email their teacher. So I would just send a joint email to Mr. Hunsicker and whoever the child's teacher is to ask them for support, because they'll be able to give you that password. They'll also be able to reset a password if your child's been locked out, or help you decide or determine exactly what that email address is if there might be some confusion with their last name. For example, you can't have a hyphen in an email address. So when you do the email address, it's first name, last name, no spaces, and no hyphens. So if there is a hyphen, just try leaving it out and see if that works for you. Stuff under Virtual Learning at IC Imagine is information about device distribution. You'll also find information about family support. So if you are a family that wants to support another family in our IC Imagine community who might be going through a tough time right now, you can find information about how to do that there. You also, if you are a family in need of some support, you can find out who to reach out to, and also we'll post any resources we know of in the community there for you. On the Google Classroom page, you're going to find helpful hints for Google Classroom, which we are using in grades 3 through 12 every day. So every student in grades 3 through 12 is going to be interacting with Google Classroom, and that means parents, you will be too. So going ahead and learning a little bit about Google Classroom would be a great first step. Under technology support, you're going to find information about tech times. So if you need to bring a computer in for a screen repair or the battery stopped charging or anything like that, there will be a place for you to sign up for that tech support. That will start our first day of school. So it's not started yet because right now we're doing that device distribution, but all of that will be updated and ready for you for the first day of school. You also can find more information about virtual family orientations as well as school supplies. And then in this lower school specific page, that's where you're going to find all of that stuff I referenced before. So there's an overview of virtual learning in lower school. There's a teaser video for morning meeting. Any communications that Mr. Williams and I send out will be there for you. There's also a link to the lower school virtual family handbook. And that document we are committed to updating. So if things change as we move down this road, we will absolutely keep that updated and let all of you know when we update it. And the most recent version can be found there at that link. The other two important pieces of information here for lower school families are this information about Iready. So Iready is our diagnostic tool that we use at the beginning, middle, and end of the year to do assessments. And Iready is an assessment that finds what I usually refer to as every child's ceiling. So it is looking for how much your child knows and what they need to work on next. And so there's some important information here from Curriculum Associates, which is the company that makes Iready. And it's all about what to do when you're taking this test at home. So many schools across the country are facing this same thing as us, and they're taking their diagnostic from home. So Iready has created a bunch of resources for you as a family that you can review. There's a video you can watch, as well as there's a checklist that you can look at. And there's even more information linked here in the Family Center if you just want to learn even more about Iready. But again, grades 2 through 5 will be doing Iready from their houses. So this is a great opportunity for you to learn more about what that's going to be like and how you can help your student be set up for success. Your student will get their username and password from their collegiate leader. This is just a place for you to go ahead and front load yourself with some information so that you're ready for that day when they say, okay, it's time to take the Iready benchmark. You know what to expect. Important thing you'll find under lower school virtual learning is something called Seesaw. Seesaw is like Google Classroom, our learning management system for grades K-2. So this is a new thing this year that we added based on all of our family feedback and teacher feedback at the end of last year when we did virtual learning in the spring. And Seesaw allows our K-2 students to be a little bit more independent on their device and hopefully access their learning all in one place. And so you can watch a video about how your child's going to log in. It will be with their email address. So they'll be logging into class with their email address, and then you can also watch, there's some information for getting started with Seesaw for families, as well as a help page, so you can learn even more if you would like to. Your child's teacher will be in touch with how you get connected to that Seesaw account from the parent side, but this is a great opportunity for you to just learn more and start to get acquainted with the platform. So I know that was a super quick overview, but like I said, just wanted to give you the highlights of where to find important information on our school's website as we move into virtual learning. If there's a question you can't find the answer to, or anything at all you need from us, please feel free to always reach out to either me, Ellen Girardi, or Jamie Williams, the other principal of lower school, and one of us will get back to you as quickly as we can with the answer, or at least point you in the right direction if we don't have the answer. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you online soon.